welcome to Flair Pilates. Today we're going to do a class with the fitball. So let's get started straight away, placing those feet right underneath the body, standing up nice and tall. Nice big breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to roll down, bending those knees, letting the arms hang heavy. We're curling all the way to the floor. Nice big breath in when we get there. Exhale, tummy to spine, rolling up. Nice big breath in at the top. Rolling down. Our standard warm-up of 3 exercises, roll down, side bends and rotations, just to warm the body up from the inside, get us ready for some movement. Rolling down. Three roll downs, and then we're moving straight into the side bends. Taking the arms out to the side when you're ready. Tilting to one side, using the strength in your obliques to pull us back up through center. Over to the other side, up we come. Inhale over, exhale up. Inhale over, and exhale up. Now it's really up to you how fast or slow you take this warm-up. If you're feeling good, you can move a little bit faster. If you're feeling tight and stiff, of course, go a little bit slower. And one more time. And then we're going to move into our rotation. So let's turn the palms to the ceiling, bend the knees. It's a gentle double twist. We'll come back through center, gentle double twist, back through center. So the idea is that we keep that bottom half of the body nice and square and just bind the rotation through the bottom of our ribs. And last one. And we'll come back to center. Take those arms down, give the shoulders a roll, and let's locate our fit ball. I'm going to use the smaller one today, just because it's easier, but no real reason. All right, I'm going to tuck those toes at the back of the mat. So we're going to start with a little bit of a core warm-up. I'm going to place the hands in fists right to the edge of my ball. I'm going to keep those shoulders back, and then the shoulder blades nice and strong. We don't want to collapse onto the ball as we get going with this. So we're going to start to roll forward, rolling the body weight onto our arms. I'm not going to do any lifting of the knees just yet, but I'm pushing my elbows into the ball. And I'm coming back. So what you can feel is your abs starting to do a few things. So rolling forward. Keep that chest well away from the ball. We don't want to collapse onto the ball. If you're feeling good, let's aim to lift the knees a little on the next one. And gently lowering those knees back down. Good. Just be aware of your lower back as we lift the knees. We don't want there to be any arching. Keep the lower back nice and strong. If you have any unpleasant twinges, you know what to do. Just don't lift those knees up off the mat. Protect your lower back, of course, at all times. You want to keep the tailbone tucked underneath and your glutes squeezing, just to help prevent that arching of the lower back. All right, I'm going to lift my knees off and go all the way out into a plank. And then carefully lowering down those knees. Nice. Off we go. And gently lowering down, soft landing at all times. Drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Shoulders will stay away from the ears. And we're going to do one more. Holding for a little bit of extra time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knees and giving those shoulders a roll. All right, coming up onto your knees this time, and we'll just take the fingertips on the edge of the ball. So a little bit more of a calmer exercise, this one. Rolling down, you're going to roll that fit ball away, draw those ribs together. At the moment, My body weight is still back over my knees. I'm going to start to roll forward now, but I'm not sending my hips any further back over my heels. And then we're going to end up in a nice neutral position here. And then from there, I'm going to allow my chest to press through my arms, giving my back an epic stretch here. Widening the sit bones, and then from here, start to narrow those sit bones, scoop the belly, draw the belly button in, press the pelvis forward as we roll all the way back up. So just the fingertips on the edge of the ball to start with. Nodding chin to chest, we start to roll down. Curve that spine. Shoulders stay away from the ears though. We want to move through a neutral spine, and then we allow the chest to press through the arms. We reverse, press the pelvis forward, finding that deep connection of our abdominals. Up we come. Nice, rolling down. Curve the spine, chin to chest. Don't let those hips go back over the heels. That's where it becomes challenging. Pass through neutral, then allow the chest to go through the middle of the arms, finally widening the sit bones. Press the pelvis forward as we roll up. Nice, breath in. And we'll do this 2 more times. Rolling down. This is a lovely way to open up the mid-back, to build strength in your core. Of course, shoulder mobility, all the lovely things. And let's roll down. Round the back. Move through neutral, shoulders away from the ears, chest through the arms, widen the sit bones. Back up the way we came. Nice. Okay, I'm just going to move towards the center of the mat. I'm going to take the ball in between my ankles, and I'm going to take a lie down here. So what we want to do is make sure that lower back is connected with the mat or the floor, whatever you're lying on. We don't want that arching to happen, so let's press that lower back down before you lift the ball up with those legs. All right, so we're relaxing the shoulders down into the mat. We're allowing the weight of our legs and our balls press the lower back down into the mat, of course. So a little bit for our inner thighs here. You're going to squeeze on that ball as you exhale, and then you're going to breathe in to release. So squeeze that ball and release. And of course, you can bend your knees if it's too much on the old hip flexors or your hamstrings aren't quite long enough. Please do what you need to do. If you really need to, you can hold on to the backs of your legs to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, here we are, straight legs, squeezing, releasing that fit ball, working the inner thighs. A lot of probably what we feel is in the hip flexors and the lower abdominals. Try and keep the upper body relaxed. Wriggle around your jaw and your tongue. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that squeeze. Bend the knees. We're holding just a little squeeze here. Take the hands behind the head, and we're going to lift up and squeeze a little bit more and release down to the mat. We lift up and squeeze, flattening out your abdominals. Inhale, back down to the mat. Lift up, squeeze, release down. So remember, a good Pilates chest lift is a shortening of the distance from the bottom of your ribs to the top of the pelvis. You're actively drawing your tummy muscles down. The pelvic floor stays lightly lifted. It's not a gym crunch, it's a controlled, deliberate lift. Think about wearing your corset. Everything wraps around to the middle and down. Squeeze as you lift, release on the way down. 3, and 2, and 1. Little reprieve here. Put the ball down, place the feet on top of the ball, and we'll take the knees together. So we'll continue with the chest lifts. And of course, with our feet lifted, our lower backs are going to feel engaged with the mat. That's okay. We can concentrate a little bit more on the good technique of a chest lift now that we're not struggling with holding the ball and squeezing, of course. Let's keep those knees lightly touching. Nice, and we'll just do 3 more times. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to hold here. All right, we're going to release the hands. If you have a sore neck, please keep your hands behind your head. And what we're going to do is take the arms out to the side, all the way behind us, and forward. And we get that little extra lift at the end. So as the arms go behind, try not to lose that height, but there it gets really hard. And then lifting up. If you have your hands behind your head, you could try with just one. See how you go, see how your neck feels. And lift. Nice. Take the arms behind you, breathing in, and then exhale to lift. Let's do one more time. All the way behind, and lift. Hands behind the head. We're holding here, and we're going to rotate towards one direction, doesn't matter which way. Come back through center, and rotate to the opposite side. Back through center, actively pulling the tummy down, twisting to one side, back through center. So, of course, you could do this with your feet on the floor, but having the ball just makes it a little bit more unstable, forces you to use your core a lot more than if your feet were just resting on the ground. Nice. We're going to go for an exhale twist. Inhale back through center. And exhale twist. Inhale back through center. And exhale twist. Inhale back through center. And an exhale twist. Inhale back through center. Nice release down to the mat. Take your hands down by your side. Keep the knees and ankles lightly touching. We're going to start to press our feet into the ball as we gently roll up into a bridge. Squeezing those knees, squeezing those glutes, rolling down. Good. Notice how the hamstrings really have to take over there. We're going to aim to roll a bit towards neutral here so we can maximize the spinal articulation. Roll, 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 roll that spine. Press the feet down. Squeeze the glutes. Rolling down. So we don't really want the ball to move around too much, but naturally it's going to, so don't punish yourself if it wobbles a little bit. Rolling up, nice and high here if you can. Rolling down. If you're going to get a little bit off the floor, that's fine. You got something to work towards. We want to try and keep the feet flat so you're not digging your heels into the fit ball. That's just going to make it hard. So the more of your feet that are in touch with the ball, the easier it's going to be to stabilize. Nice. Up we go again. Rolling down. Woo, last one. And down we go. All right, quick little release for those hamstrings, straightening one leg. We're not going for a hectic stretch here. We just want to give our hamstrings a chance to recover. So just a gentle stretch. You can move that foot around if you like. Just breathing. And we'll do the other side, just a quick one. If you feel like your hammies need a bit more of a stretch, you can do so at the end of class. Moving the foot around if you need it. And lowering down. Okay, bringing those legs in. All right, so let's come all the way up to sitting. The last little thing we're going to do is just a rotation for the spine. And we're going to do it kneeling. You can do it standing. I'm just going to go here like so. You're going to take the fit ball out in front, set those shoulders back. You can hold it a little bit higher, but for the purpose of you seeing my face, I'm just going to hold it a little bit lower. So I'm going to give the ball a little bit of a squeeze with the palm of my hands and into my wrists, not my fingertips. And so I've set my body up, I've tucked my butt under, my glutes are squeezing, and my tailbone is pointing down towards the floor. I'm going to give the ball a squeeze, and I'm going to rotate. I'm going to hold that squeeze as I come back through center. Try not to be engaging your hamstrings too much here. I don't want those heels to feel like they're going to flick up. So pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. Again, let's keep the pelvis nice and square. So squeeze on that ball. We want to activate the muscles in our chest, our pecs, up the insides of our arms, and a little bit of a squeeze between the shoulder blades, and nice breadth across the collarbones. This one looks so easy, but if you're doing it along with me, you know that it actually isn't. Lots going on here. We're nearly at the end. We're just going to do one more rotation. And then we'll come back to center, lowering the ball. Up we come onto our feet, and we're going to finish with a nice roll down. So just pop your ball to the side. Find your place on the mat. Just as we started, nice big breath in at the top. Rolling down. I'm going to bend the knees. Curling all the way to the floor, feeling that nice hamstring stretch. If you want to, you can straighten your knees, but make sure that you support your lower back with your abdominals as you roll up. And rolling down, bent knees or straight knees, your choice. When you get to the floor, if you want, you can straighten those legs or bend them, up to you. And engaging through your abdominals to roll up. We're doing one more. Rolling down, bent knees, straight knees, whatever. Once you've reached the floor, either bent or straight on the way up. And we've got to the end. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.